There we go.
That was weird.
Oh, that's amazing.
Solid.
You guys got a pre-show to the intro.
Yeah.
That's how we like to do it around here. Hey, welcome to the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast. CMG Podcast for short. CMG Pod if you want to go shorter, maybe.
Don't do that.
Don't do it, though.
CMG Pod.
CMG Pod.
CMG Pod.
CMG Pod.
Yeah.
I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. Avec moi. In the middle,
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's
we have...
fully bilingual.
we are fully bilingual
Fully
here.
bilingual.
Pick the language.
Michael Walquist, a.k.a.
We are actually fully bilingual in that.
Siri Knight.
What does that mean? You're more than bilingual? Shut the front door. You're what?
Michael Walquist, a.k.a. Siri Knight.
Oh, I missed my cue. Siri, no.
I know. I was like, come on, man.
Sorry.
Driving the ball.
What's up on the end?
I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, sweet. Hey, this is a video game podcast. Everything is live on Twitch currently. So hello, Elasno, who said hello. You can catch this later on YouTube if you want to see the visuals. Believe me, they're worth it. For you to
So
see our
worth it.
beautiful faces.
That's
Everybody
worth
show
it.
off your beautiful face. Here we go. Oh, yep. Here we go. Actually, Michael, hide yours. I was lying. And
I should do the rest of the podcast like this.
Yeah, it's be great
if
for
you
the
want
audio.
to catch
Just my mouth.
the audio version, you can catch it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and really any podcast catcher. Claw says, "Hey, look, you are live. They live.
We are live or alive?
Hello, Claw. How are you?
You are. Maybe he means you're live.
Yeah. For 2 weeks.
After a 2-week break.
Well, we had a wedding to go to.
Yeah,
We
we
had.
We had stuff. going on.
Bachelor party to go to.
Bachelor party to go
Well,
to.
we had a bachelor
We
party.
did.
to
I was
go
on
to.
call.
We were out of
not
town a
on
lot.
call.
He was on
I was
call
on
last
call.
week.
Yeah.
Oh! I meant for the bachelor party. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways,
want to go because you don't like Brandon. That's
if
what
you
I
want
guess.
to follow us on any social media platform, you can. We're not saying you have to, but it'd be cool if you did. On Twitter, we are CMG_Gamecast. Everywhere else is Casual Misfits Gaming. You can see it over there on the screen. If you're listening, you cannot see it. Sorry.
It'll be in the description down below.
Claw says the excuse is true. And A.
Yeah.
Rodriguez says,
What's up,
hey,
Andrew?"
fellas. We say, hey, fella,
What's going on, buddy?
because there's only one of you. Anyways, live podcast. It's a lot of fun. Chime in anytime at any point, and we will try to keep track of the chat, though we can't always, because sometimes we're holding each other by the throat like this as we're like telling people we're wrong, and
I thought you were gonna go with holding hands. That would have been a much nicer gesture.
because we hold hands and skip and field of
First of all,
lilies.
nothing wrong with skipping. It's a very pleasant activity, as we have learned.
Elasno says, just so you know, I have now been subscribed for 25 months straight.
Ooh!
I had to get excited there. There was an
Ding, ding,
exclamation
ding,
point,
ding,
so I
ding.
imagined she was being...
Pew, 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 pew.
No.
we like to
No.
start off every show with
I will make my own sound
how our
waves.
weeks have been, what video games we've been playing, starting with Mr. No Jeans on the end. What video games have you been playing?
I've been playing,
Only
and
one.
now
There
I
can
know
only
this
be
might
one.
surprise you. Sea of Thieves.
What?
And there's a reason why I did this.
I have to pause you.
Of course you do.
I'm sorry. I really wanted to pause you anyways because you're talking about Sea of Thieves, but now I have to pause you because we have a special person in the chat. And every time he's here, we have to give him a good
Well, you do this.
lucho libre kind
Oh,
of
yeah, I don't
Lucho.
know, I don't know.
kind of stuff here. In the chat saying, yo, we have
This takes a lot out of me. Hold on. Me.
Senor Leche! Hoi, hoi, hi!
Complete with mic movement as well.
Complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to like get it too like, you know.
Yeah, no, so you got that
Whoop, whoop.
reverb.
These
thing
mics
on. That's
have
cool.
that little
yeah,
reverb.
I dig it.
That's not
Yeah.
how that works at all. Shouldn't use words you don't know what they are.
But it's way more fun
You
that
keep
way.
using that word. I don't think
think
it
you know
means
what
what
it
you think it means. And Senor Leche says, poor Ate. Well, it's your fault, Senor Leche. You interrupted him.
Yes.
Sorry for his rude behavior, No Jeans. Go on.
Okay, so I was playing some Sea of Thieves, and here's why.
Because you need a reason? You
Yeah,
play all the
yeah,
you
you
play
don't- you
every
don't need a
week.
reason.
But I
three
knew I
times
wasn't
a
going
week.
to crap for this
Yeah, I was
because Gears, because in Gears 5, not Gears of War 5,
No,
Gears 5,
Gears.
there is a blood splatter for Sea of Thieves if you play Sea of Thieves.
What?
A what? A blood splatter?
So in the game, you can change
Like-
your weapons and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the cosmetics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can change the blood splatter of those weapons.
Like, you mean like blood splatter, like when you kill somebody?
Yeah.
Like, and it, please tell me it like
Do they like blow up?
splatters out in the form of like a ship or something on the
No,
ground?
it's a big skull, like the pirate skull in
man,
Sea of Thieves.
That's too legit. Okay, now.
Wait, so what you? Okay, I thought this was affecting Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is affecting Gears.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might need to go play that now. So anytime I blow somebody with a shotgun, like on the ground in the shape
Yep.
of blood,
There'll be a
with
big
blood
pirate
is
skull.
a big. Oh man,
That's awesome.
that's actually pretty sick.
So that's
I'm
why.
down.
Yeah.
That's why I was playing some Sea of Thieves. Plus, they had
What do you have to do to get that?
just play.
Turning it on, do a little shit.
And they added-
Senor
and-
Leche says yes. I think he liked his intro. Hey guys, always making me feel good. You make us feel good too, especially when you follow this by saying much love. Much love to you too. A Rodriguez would like to know, too legit to quit?
Yes.
It is.
Legit.
And they also added.
But now I'm not legit,
So I must.
so I must quit. Sorry.
We'll
Sorry,
get there,
Nardines.
I'd say.
We'll get through yours. Don't worry.
And they also added pets and stuff to the game, so I want to check that out.
Oh,
So I got I got a monkey and I got a parrot now that follows me
nice.
in the game.
Don't judge me, monkey.
And then yes, after that I played a lot of Gears of War 5. Gears
Excuse me?
5.
You played, yes, thank you.
It's gonna be a hard one to stop.
It is, dude. It's
I'll
still
call it-
Gears of War.
Imagine if
It's
like
still
God of War
Gears
said,
War.
"No, we're
We're just
God
playing
5.
God.
We're just God
We're
5.
just playing God 5.
Yeah,
No,
it's like, no.
It's still Gears of War.
Although if you're trying to corner the market on anything called God, like nobody could start a game called God because they could never get to 5 now. Like now, you're screwed.
I get embracing the nickname, but I don't think you had to like change the whole name of the game.
We were all going to call it Gears anyway.
right,
but
yeah,
we were
like
gonna call
it still
Gears
was
of War
going to
5.
happen.
Like,
So
or-
all right, whatever.
And played some of that. I played some of the campaign. I got through Act 1 with Joseph.
Oh, we got through
Nice.
Act 2.
Oh yeah, I don't.
No,
think
no, sorry, Act
we're
2.
almost done with
Chapter
Act 2.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we started Act 2, played like one level, and then we had to get off. Then I also made my own escape map.
Oh,
in the game.
you did the beta where you could like make your own escape map and everything. Nice.
So
That's
if
pretty
you
cool.
play my map, anybody who's listening, there's one really good way to go in the map. Then there's also one really bad way to go. If you go all the way at the end of that map,
load it with like a million like enemies in there or something or what?
and it's in the so I don't want
Said yes, and
to spoilers on my map design, but basically when you start the escape room or map, you plop down a virus canister thing, and you're trying to escape the horde. Well, this long dead end is right at the beginning. And as you
Oh, you're
play
the
the
worst.
game, the gas expands. So eventually, you get all the way to the end,
yeah, that's
and you get stuck.
that's jacked
And you
up.
have to go all the way back to the beginning, and you're in the.
Okay.
So I've never.
I propose you need to make more than 2 options. You need to make multiple
like
tunnels
6 of them, and only
and
one
make,
is.
no make 6 of them and make 2 of them be that or 3 of them be that.
It's terrible.
Because once you know it, you know it. But
Does-
give more diversity.
I could always edit it later.
When you go back into this, because I've never had to go back into the cloud, because I'm not bad. But when you go back into the cloud, do you slowly start taking damage, or is it insta kill?
You start taking damage.
Okay, so it's a damage over time kind of thing. Cool, I got you.
But then later on, I mean, it's pretty easy. I was able to get through. Mind you, I know the map, so I was able to get through it in like 3-5 minutes.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a pretty fun thing. It kind of reminds me of the old. You remember the map maker in Time Splitters 2?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like that, where you just place down blocks. And
You know that it's not going to affect us anyway. Like we're going to play your map, but we're going to do it with you.
yeah.
So we're just going to let you go for it.
Well, I think it's up on the. I think it's up
You
on the
lead
on
the
the
way.
cloud.
And if
I'll-
you
I'll
get us all-
purposely-
Yeah, I was
I'll
saying,
purposely
I know you're going to do that first, and then we know, and then we're going to go the other way. So
And now he's gonna change it up, and now he's gonna
Yeah.
go the right way. And
this is
make
why
us
I'm
go
telling
the
you.
right.
That once you know, you know. And
Yeah.
You
If
know
you
that
don't
I know
know,
that you know
now you
that
know.
I know.
Yeah, and basically when you go down that long hallway dead end at the very end, and I set up trigger points in it where if you cross into that thing, a bunch of like swarms come out.
Oh, interesting.
And so
okay.
You
you're
said
fighting.
Trigger. I heard sugar points, and I was like, "That's interesting. What is
Sugar.
sugar?
Sugar
Yeah,
water.
so it's pretty fun. So if you have it, play it. Let me know what you think of it.
Last note says, "Wow, No Jeans is rather sinister in his map making."
Yes.
What'd you play, Siri Knight?
Minesweeper and some
Solitaire?
fun, just some solitaire.
Windows 90, Windows XP,
Windows 98. Yes, I played Windows
pinball,
Pinball.
Astro pinball, whatever it was called.
No, Gears. That was all I got around to playing this week. So I think I only played with you guys. I played Tuesday night, and was it Monday night that we played?
Tuesday.
Oh,
No, I meant like you and I.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
you and
yeah,
I
yeah.
played Monday night. Yeah, so I played Tuesday night with you guys on the
Saturday we did the campaign.
on the game night, and then Saturday, the Saturday before that we did the campaign, and then we're supposed to do the campaign again tonight.
Yep.
So you need to go home at a certain point.
No, he doesn't have to go home.
Wait, sorry, say it again?
Are you driving home tonight or are you staying?
Yeah, are you driving home or are you staying tonight?
You stay and watch football tomorrow or are you going to drive home tonight?
No, I'm staying at your place tonight.
Okay, so you're staying at our place tonight.
Yeah, that makes things a little problematic.
Because we're gonna play the campaign, so now we won't play the campaign.
Yeah, because
We're
we
just
don't
gonna play
want
the
to.
campaign.
We don't want you watching the campaign because you're
Yeah,
gonna
'cause we're
spoilers.
better than you.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll just play.
Joker dies in the end.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, we'll just play multiplayer all night. That's fine.
Yeah, that's 2 months.
Yeah, that's all right.
I should have
yeah.
brought my Xbox.
Life with CMG. We make plans on the fly. This is what we
I should have
do.
brought my Xbox.
I could bring my Xbox over. We
Wait.
land it up and do a three-way campaign.
You might want to rephrase that.
I was getting there. Three-way
Claude
campaign.
just got really
Three-way
excited in the
campaign.
chat. He's like, "What?"
If Claude joins, I mean,
I'm flying
I'm
over
happy to
right
make it a
now.
foursome. Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Let's see. A
that
Rodriguez
was-
wants to know. You hear the news? The PS5 will release
the
with the
base-
base model and Pro model from the get-go.
When is
We
that?
did hear a rumor about that. I don't know if we heard
Officially.
officially. That was what everybody was saying. Like the Xbox is gonna do that too. Gonna give you 2 different options. PlayStation give you 2 different options. That does not mean they won't do a Pro model later. 4 years down the line.
The Pro model's going to
Don't
be
need- don't know if they need to do
$1,500.
that.
Pro X.
Don't know if they need to do that quite yet.
Yeah.
The base model first. Because what's the Pro model going to do?
8K.
I thought the base PS4 was supposed to do
Well,
that.
they said the PS5 is rumored to have 8K. So if that's the Pro model, they're not wrong. The PS5 does have it, but
But there's no
you have
need
to
for it
get
right
the
now
upgrade.
because the technology to support it is not even mainstream yet. Why would you have an 8K console and almost nobody has an 8K monitor?
Future, bro.
Right, yeah, probably just to get ahead of the curve, maybe.
The future.
Yeah, I think it's a little too soon for that. That's why the PS4 Pro made sense when it came out, is when a lot of 4K,
was
was
starting
coming
to
out. Yeah.
become more mainstream.
Honestly, I think 4K was mainstream like before that came out.
It was
And
just
people
starting.
were clamoring
Yeah.
why don't we have? They should have put 4K in it so we could do it. And
Well, here's the thing. Even I don't know. Maybe I was behind the times. I usually am. But even when 4K came out, like even when it was mainstream, like usually people tend to give these things like a year or so to see if it's actually going to catch on or not. You know,
and see if the prices go down.
right, and see if the
Yeah.
prices go down. So, yeah. Anyways, I played a lot of Gears. By a lot, I mean twice.
No, that's
And-
basically all I
yeah.
was doing.
3 times.
3 times, sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, and that was it.
He
That
can
was
count.
all I got. I got time to play the escape. We got our butts handed to us in that escape,
Oh my gosh,
dude.
we did like one of the harder levels.
we
but
tried doing 3 levels up.
Oh, so just above intermediate? I
Yeah.
think it's like brutal.
So
or
there's
something.
beginner,
intermediate.
intermediate, and then no, there's beginner, advanced, and intermediate. So we did right.
No.
That's
oh, maybe not.
how
Okay,
any tier
whatever it was.
system works.
We did the third one.
third
we did
one.
the third one. We got murdered. There was no way. Like we got to a point where we had no ammo left, and there were still like 700 enemies out there. There was
Yeah,
no way.
because the third one, the enemies are now also more damaging.
Yeah, it wasn't happening. So we finally had to drop it all the way down to Kyle and I, because Matt had to leave, and we finally had to drop it all the way down to the very first one. Like we didn't put any modifiers on
Oh,
it.
that's right, because they added the new hives, right? So you
Yes,
guys
yeah,
you
we
guys
were doing
you're-
one. We were doing one of the hives, one of the old hives actually, and yeah, we finally made it through that. But
Continuing the conversation, A. Rodriguez wants to know, but if they release both at once, would you buy the base model or pay extra $150 for the Pro? Now, I can tell you what both Ate and I will do, and I will let Michael speak for himself. But we will both buy the Pro model
Yeah.
because
It's more future-proof.
it's first more future-proof. We want the faster, better machine. When I go up a generation, I want to go up a generation. Like I
Not
want
to say
to
the
be,
PS5 base
it-
is not going to be a
yeah, well,
big jump.
not be,
Yeah.
but why even like if you think about it, if this is the only two models that come out with, right? Say we'll just go with that. What's $150 over 5 more years of use? Like what? Like
So
I'm
what-
gonna pay. I'm gonna pay the money. So I don't know
What do
your
you think?
answer-
Yeah, what do you think my answer?
Your
would be
answer
then?
would be taking the base model.
No, actually, in
Okay,
this,
so
in
that's what I
yeah,
thought.
in this particular circumstance, when they're released at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm probably if it's 150, like if it's like a $400, price jump, then I'm gonna have a serious discussion with myself. But if it's like $150 when they're released at the same time, then sure, absolutely. My problem, the only reason I didn't get the Pro was
it came out,
because
yeah.
they came out in such vast different times from each other that like by the time I had already bought this one, this came out 2 years later?
3.
3? Yeah. So it's like at that point,
And I
like,
didn't get it till a year after the Pro came out when the PS4,
Yeah.
the Spider-Man PS4 Pro, and I'm already have over a year into it, and I'm gonna get another year because they're slated to go out in 2020.
Right. So I'm totally
yeah.
on board with you guys. Like if they come out at the same time, I'm just paying the extra $150 so that way I get the future.
Which I appreciate
Yeah.
because the PS2 came out with the Ethernet one later. The PS3
it's
came
Again,
out with
annoying,
that was-
bigger
that was a-
bigger hard drive later.
That was
Yeah.
a problem with the
Xbox
time with the
360,
technology wasn't mainstream yet.
We have
right?
this Elite one coming out. It's black and a little faster. Damn it, Microsoft!
Yeah.
All right,
If
here's
it
the
comes out
money.
at the same time, I'm just buying it. I'm just buying the new one. Like that's the only reason why I never bought them because they came out so far apart of each other. So
Yeah.
I'm totally on board with you guys. But like I said, if it's like a $400 jump, well, I mean, I'll probably still do it. But
I
know.
would say 300 is probably my limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at that point, why am I
But they
not
shut up.
buying a
Like
computer?
700 is your limit. You know that.
Yeah, there's no limit for you.
Yeah, there's no limit. You're fine.
What did I play? Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I
yeah, what did you play?
played
You said already.
Gears of War
Gears,
with you guys.
Yeah.
And
That was fun.
that was a lot of fun.
What did you think about that part in the campaign when?
Oh, yeah. When Batman threw Joker
Drop
off the
them spoilers
off the tower.
on right now. Yeah.
And he just went,
Yeah.
and then Marcus Phoenix carried him out like this to
Yeah.
Commissioner Gordon
Yeah.
and put
It
him on the hood of the
it
car.
was
Yeah,
pretty legit.
it was
Spider-Man
pretty
I
was
thought
awesome.
it was
there.
Batista that carried him out.
Batista, you're right.
Yeah.
Batista did.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's pretty badass.
Large dudes in Unreal Engine, they all look the same, right?
Pretty much.
Yoked all the hell.
And I also played God of War. I'm trying to continue and
Oh,
like
nice.
keep
Oh, that's
that
right. You
going.
even finished it, right?
Yes, and I put it on the back burner for a long time, and now I'm trying to push through it whenever the.
And
kids
you
are
weren't
there.
that far into the game, right? So
No, I was only up to like the first part of when you first meet the first dwarf.
okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
right.
that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, you weren't that far into it. Yeah.
So at least it's don't remember a lot going.
Oh
back.
no, that's where I was the last time I checked in with you guys.
Oh,
Like
No, I'm saying
before
when-
that, yeah, I was like done like a couple battles. I'd done the battle with the dude. That
the
frickin'
mountains.
you keep no, the dude that you
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
yeah.
punching and
Yeah,
punching
yeah, we
and
know what you're
punching
talking
and-
about.
in at your cabin.
Basically, the first epic scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty cool scene. Though.
That was badass. Yeah.
And now I'm to the point where I've gone to the other realm, like done the bridge, and I'm in that it's like they're all different dimensions. I'm in the other realm that's all pink and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice. Nice.
it's fun.
I'm making some progress.
Yeah, I'm far in that realm too. I think I'm almost done with it. So yeah,
Is
that was fun.
Atreus actually being helpful to you now?
Yeah, I'm upgrading him now.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like, oh, you're
yeah.
jumping on somebody's back.
Yeah.
Thanks. Finally.
He does get pretty helpful by the end. Even the middle, actually. Yeah,
But
he gets
that's
pretty helpful.
all I've pretty much been playing. What do you guys say we get into this week in gaming news?
Twigging.
Twiggin, hey, when we're talking about, we never let you guys know when we're talking about what we've been playing. Let us know what you're playing. Put it in the chat, and we'll say, ooh.
I thought you were
I
about to
should,
say, like, Twiggin, we weren't talking about you.
Yeah,
Don't come.
yeah,
I thought you
yeah,
were
yeah,
gonna
no,
say.
no. Let us know what you've been playing this week, and we'll go, ooh, that's a good game. And it might, trigger some more discussion. But up to you guys.
Twiggin might trigger.
Twiggin might trigger.
Twig.
That being said, Twiggin, this week in gaming news, we're going to get into now. Some of this stuff happened in our, what's our...
Hiatus.
Hiatus, that's a good word.
Yes, it is.
During our vacation, we might say, when we were gone from this realm of Twitch. Back from the dead. Telltale Games.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy, what do you think about this? No Jeans. I know
Well-
you like them Telltale games.
To be honest, I've only played a little bit of like 2 of them. They're
You don't get to talk. No,
You're
what's up?
not getting anything better out of
Yeah,
me, buddy.
I know.
yeah, no, because I played Wolf Among Us a little bit. That one I did enjoy.
Yeah.
The gritty fantasy,
Yeah.
like what's a show that's kind of like that? Like what's it? Once
Upon a Time
kind of like that.
in Mexico.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the title.
The thing is, I got almost all these games because at some point or another they gave them to you free on PS Plus. Yeah. But I know a lot of people like. I like the art style of a few of them. Like Wolf Among Us, that's a pretty cool art style. The kind of cell shading. I mean, they all kind of have that, but
Yeah, they all do, but I'd say the Game of Thrones one was not fun. The other ones
I
are
heard
pretty
the
fun, but
I heard the Walking Dead one was pretty.
that's supposed to be
Yeah,
like the best
Yeah, it was
one.
pretty freaking sweet. And I was,
But
I was
a
big
lot of
Walking Dead
people
fan.
were in an uproar about them going out of business.
Right.
They were bought by another company.
well, the problem with that too, when they were going out of business, is that they never finished the second.
Wolf Among Us. Yeah.
No. Walking Dead series.
Wasn't there like I thought there was
Third.
Like,
I think it's like
I
the
thought there
third
was like
Walking-
4 of
it's-
them, wasn't
yeah, it's
there,
the
or
third
something?
Walking
Yeah,
Dead series, I
like-
believe.
Well, each
Um,
one has like 5 episodes.
yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm thinking.
They basically were bought by another company. Basically, the assets were bought by
licenses.
LCG Entertainment. They basically get to sell their games. They're going to work on new games. And it's really their company, though. Like, some of the original Telltale people will be offered, like, jobs.
Yeah, freelance jobs.
Like
and-
freelance stuff, but it's
pe-
not Telltale anymore. So it'll be interesting to see. It's not the Telltale you know,
Yeah.
but hopefully they keep along that path. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing. And they announced that in like end of August, right? And then we didn't really hear anything. And then last week, when the iPhone 11 Pro was launched, or not launched, announced.
Yeah.
Right.
They sent out a tweet that shows the picture of the camera. You can see it behind us. Hey, it's like we planned for it. Behind us, you can see the 3 camera system the iPhone has. And the tweet says iPhone 11 Pro got us like, and then you see Telltale Games TTG in the cameras, which means we're going to see probably,
Mobile adaptations.
yes, we're probably going to see, yeah,
Actually, pretty cool.
which would be cool because that's actually a
Yeah.
game that I would play on my phone more
Yeah, for sure.
than I would play on my console, honestly.
Yeah.
The mobile gaming environment has, in my opinion, sucked for the last quite a few years.
Yeah, there's gems here or there.
Yeah, like yeah, right.
Yeah,
there's-
but it's
yes,
the same
exactly,
games
but
made
it's just-
over
And
and
this
over
kind
and
of
over again.
this kind of format of this game
That would
makes
be
sense on
super
a
fun
on
to
a,
play on the phone. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
you know, point and click adventure
Yeah.
kind of a thing. Makes sense.
right.
Yeah. So, got some stuff to look forward to.
Something I could actually dive into. That'd be fun.
Newly announced as well last week.
Now this I don't get.
I'm gonna let you talk after I explain what it is, but I'm very interested to hear why you don't get it. Apple announced Apple Arcade. This is a subscription-based service, $5 a month, and it translates across all your Apple devices: your phone, your Apple TV, your iPad, your MacBook, and these are made for. They're like indie games. Imagine that, like made for Apple games. They already have 100 exclusive games on here. Now continue. What don't you get?
I don't play on my phone a lot. Especially, I mean, obviously I don't even have an Apple product. And I mean, there's only maybe a couple games that I play periodically, like Marvel Puzzle Quest or.
Are these just going to be like? Are these just like standard like games you can get out of the Apple Store? That those types of games?
To an extent, let's see. Keep
Because
conversing.
that's what I'm kind of wondering. If they're like the same type of games, like I'm hearing what you're saying. Like, I don't really play on my phone a whole bunch, but part of that is due to the fact that the games on there just kind of suck. Like none of them are really like super drawing in like they were back in the day, like they kind of had a grind aspect to it type thing. But the other thing I'm wondering is if they're kind of like the games that I can find on the Apple Store, then
And aren't most games on the Apple Store free?
No,
no,
okay,
they do have a lot of ones that you can pay for and stuff like that. But with that being said, I haven't found any that I feel like are worth paying for that I
Okay.
can't just get the same time passing stimulation that I get with the ones that are free.
So here's what
Yeah.
here's what I would say.
A. Rodriguez says in the chat they are pay to win. I'm guessing.
The games on the phone that are in the Apple Store, Andrew?
Yeah, most
that,
of these
that
games
would make sense.
So
yeah.
here's my issue with most of these games on the Apple Store, on the Android Store. Most of them are pay to win.
Yeah.
And most of them are the same damn game.
Right.
Yeah,
There'll be
same
10
format.
of this same game called
Yeah.
something different by
10
different developers.
Battleship games that are all the freaking
There's
same. yeah.
games that they're like, editor's choice and different things that you go and you're looking like, man, that'd be cool, but I don't want to pay $9 for that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
And it looks cool. Like, it looks like a game I know I would like. I know you would like. I know you would like, but
Yeah.
I'm not dropping that money on here.
right.
Besides, because most of these games, if you notice, you get them, you play them for about a week, and then that's
Well,
about
but these are
it.
like story driven. These are like actual video games as opposed to your mobile game time waster. Those games that I
Flappy
see that I
Bird,
would
you
like
know.
to play that cost money, I'm just not going to. I'm not going to spend that money. Now, if you tell me I pay $5 and I get to play all these games like that, I don't have to spend $9 for every game or $4 or whatever. And these aren't games that are already on the store per se. These are Apple Arcade exclusives.
Okay.
100 total games at launch, Apple Arcade exclusives, which is more than any subscription services come out with at launch.
It's not true.
Exclusives.
And did they say what developers are making these games? And
Yes. Big like Octopath develop, like those types of developers. Like, you're going to have.
That was a face.
Yeah. What
That
I'm
was
saying
a
is,
fa-
what I'm saying is
Jesus.
they're actually pulling in game
Heard your eye
developers
roll over here.
because they're not doing it themselves, because they don't put out games themselves, right? And the things you see on the Apple Store, the Android Store, are other people putting out these games. These are Apple Arcade games, and they're bringing in big name developers to do these things.
Interesting.
I mean, I could see this being okay, but then again, like, we're older, so we don't play games a lot on our phones. We play on console or PC. I'm sure for like kids, it might be cool, but then they have access to all these games that I guess the parents would have to regulate which ones they could actually. Because I'm sure some of these are.
This is supposed to be more family oriented, and you can put parental locks on your phone anyways,
Yeah.
on your kids' iPads, what rating they can play and everything. Or if you want to download that game, you got to ask permission first.
Yeah.
Like, Apple has a thing now where if your kid has an iPhone or iPad and they go to download a game, any app, it
It'll
sends a
ping you.
permission notice to your phone as a parent, and you can look at it with a no,
Ah.
and just reject it, so they can't download it. They've gotten pretty advanced with that. My issue with most mobile games is I get bored of them, like you said,
Yeah.
and I get tired of it. I'm always looking for the next game. I don't think that's going to be as big of an issue with something like this. Those paid games, the $10 games or whatever, I imagine you're not going to get as bored with it. It's more of a story-driven game. I can sit there when I'm going to bed and kind of just play on my phone, and it's not like I'm just dragging and dropping things the whole time
Yeah.
or whatever, and I'm getting sick of it. I want to go to the next game.
Yeah.
I think this is cool. I think this is also great for people that have kids. It's for your whole family. It's a family package. And
Yeah.
so you get add all your devices, and then you go, brink.
And the nice thing is it's $5 a month. So if you get it for the first month, then I'm assuming it's not going to be like a 1-year contract or something like that. Like,
No, I'm sure
I'd
you
imagine
could
if
probably
you-
do a yearly thing, but
yeah, but I have
$5
to,
a month.
I have
What
to
is $5
imagine
a
if
month?
I have to imagine you're going to know within a month whether
Yeah.
this is actually going to have any
That's
sort of
60
value
bucks a
toward
year.
you, or
Yeah.
$6 or whatever it
60
is.
bucks a
So
year.
hey, Ruggers, that's
Yeah, or
60
$60 a year,
$60
yeah.
bucks a year for a console game,
He says use that 60 for a console game.
or don't buy a Starbucks coffee.
Right. Right. I was like, guys, it's $5
It's
a month. Like, come on.
$5 a month,
And you're
Yeah,
gonna
but here's
know.
the thing,
You're gonna
though.
know within that first
But
month whether it's actually going to be
whether
for you
it's
or
worth
not.
it. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
you got 100 games.
Yeah.
Especially for us that have kids.
right.
I can download a bunch of games on their iPad that
Yeah.
take them through a story versus the same oh look, this robot's shooting now. That this is the
Yeah,
like
yeah, right,
they're all
right.
the same
Yeah.
game. So I'm actually
willing to give it a shot for a month.
For me,
Yeah,
it's
especially
not
for
worth
$5
it, but I
a
can see
month.
how it could be worth it to some families. It
Would
just-
you?
But here's
would
the-
you pay the $5
No.
to try it for the month
No.
just to see if it is for you?
see this
No.
is why I don't agree with
$5
you,
of
because
experimental stuff is just not,
Yeah.
Well,
not
one,
worth
I
it
don't
for
have
you.
an Apple product.
Oh, well, okay.
And even if I
if
did-
you had an Apple
if you
product,
had a product, I guarantee you would.
No.
I guarantee it
No.
because you
$5.
like indie games in general. Here's 100 of them
I'd say I would
that you
give
pay
you
$5
to try it for
that
a
you
month.
pay $5 for to try 100 and see this isn't worth it. Like it's for anybody. I think it's at least a worthwhile experiment to try it for a month. If you don't like
right.
it, okay.
$5,
The game
guys.
suck.
Like-
Whatever.
It's just me.
Guys, spend more.
You're
on,
just being
spend more on a beer that
anti-Apple.
will
That's all
last
you're
you
doing.
10 minutes than you would on that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
highly disagree with you. I think he would spend the $5, not tell us, and be his guilty
I
pleasure.
know
when
he
got
would.
home.
He would.
He'd be in his bed
You're
like,
I tried it. Don't tell nobody. It's just our secret. He buys his own Apple product that he keeps under his pillow at night.
I like when you rumble.
It's his guilty pleasure at night.
So, for everybody out there that has Apple devices, might be something worthwhile for you to try. If not,
It sounds cool.
you can be on Optic side.
For
This
$5,
one
I'd give it a
is,
shot.
I think we're all going to be on the same side on this next one. Nintendo has announced, and it doesn't come out till
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
October,
Was another tracking device?
pretty much. Nintendo Ring Fit Adventure.
What?
Do you guys feel adventurous?
Ring Fit?
Do you want to go on a fantastical tale with nothing but a ring and a leg strap?
Yeah, we had
So Lord of the
something like
Rings?
this, and it didn't work well for The Hobbit. It didn't turn out well
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
You don't throw this one in the fire.
Yeah, it didn't turn out well.
That
I mean, I
probably
guess it
causes
did,
explosions.
but a lot of death. So, all right, what is going on
So
here?
this is kind of a mix between Wii Fit
Okay.
and a fantasy adventure. Like, I'm
Interesting.
talking, imagine
me more.
cartoonish Final Fantasy. You go through and you play this adventure, and you have to put a leg strap on your leg that tracks how you move. So if you want to move somewhere, you run in place. You can move faster by running faster.
Huh.
You get somewhere, and this thing, it tells you what movements to do as But here's the thing, you're actually playing a story.
Okay.
Actually, and I don't know if they show any of the
Actual
stuff
like,
in here,
story.
but it's very like cartoony, a little Fable-ish, but not as like refined.
So what is this doing? Is this taking
this
you around?
trailer is
Is
just
this taking you around
ridiculous.
different places through America or
No,
something?
no.
or-
It's a story. This is just showing you that everybody can come. This trailer is all about everybody can be united
Ah,
in
gotcha.
the world over this
Okay.
thing.
Okay, gotcha.
He didn't show any more.
That was a really weird commercial.
He didn't
Yeah.
show any. Okay, he should have
No.
gotten pictures. Robert, you failed.
You lost. Could've
But
won.
it's interesting because you're actually going through a fantasy adventure like any other RPG
Nice.
with this as your controller, and say when you find a monster and you fight him, it turns into turn-based combat like Final Fantasy.
This
Huh.
looks like nothing like fighting.
Well, because
It's
you
like-
can't see what they're fighting. That's the issue. You can't
Right.
see what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
And all the movements
like
are
a
supposed to help
workout.
you.
Bash it
That's
right-
the point.
yeah, that's the point.
It's
It's
supposed to
supposed to-
work you out
yeah.
while you're playing what's supposed to be a
Story-driven type game.
a game that gets you involved.
Come on, Ate. You know it looks
It
cool.
looks interesting.
Yeah, you know
We're
it
not
looks
seeing
cool.
any of the stuff, but and there's things where okay, you're gonna shoot things and you're gonna fight and all this stuff, and you just
If I want to be immersed in the world that I use my body for actions, I'll just put my PSVR on and actually play something.
but you're not
meaningful.
getting a workout out there.
Well,
They care about your health. Damn it.
You ever played Hot Shot
Okay.
super hot.
or Super Hot, whatever it is?
Super hot.
Yeah. I was sweating buckets at the end of that.
Yeah.
And a lot
And they
of
would
the
not be dressed
people-
like that if they were working out.
Now, just so you know, when I first
pretty
saw
cool,
this, my reaction was a lot like yours. Like, you stupid idiots. What are you doing? A lot of people have gone and been able to play it before it comes out, and they're like, Okay, guys, it's actually really fun.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah,
it's obnoxious that it's actually fun and it's actually an RPG and it's actually fun. Like
Yeah,
it's
I'm actually
a
kind of on
story-driven
board with
thing.
this because I loved. I know a lot of people didn't, but I loved the Wii Fit when it came out. I thought that was super fun to play all the games, get some exercise with it and stuff like that. But then you add in the fact that there's a cool little fantasy RPG aspect to it. Then yeah, I'm all on board for this. Let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
We'll have a game night. I'd say we can go ahead. We can play it together.
Well, that would mean I have to have a Switch. Oh, but I don't.
Because Metro
Or-
Prime 4 hasn't come out, so he's boycotting until it
Yep.
comes out.
That's exactly what it is.
You just come over to our house and play it one of the times.
I'm not going to drive all up to Lancaster to make myself look like a fool.
You do it every Saturday when we
I'd
play
say
D&D.
You look
That's
like a full
different.
right here. State of Play. State of Play happens every year by PlayStation. It's going to be on September 24th, which is 3 days from now. That will be Tuesday next week. It's going to be about 20 minutes long or so. It's where they give you...
Kind of like a
it's
Nintendo
like their,
Direct.
Yeah, it's like their fall updates stream,
Oh, okay. Nice.
basically.
That's cool.
They said it's going to be hefty.
State of the
Hefty.
Union. of
Well,
PlayStation.
because
And I don't mean the trash bags.
Ooh.
Though maybe they are
Maybe
sponsored
it's
for
what
them.
it's
I
gotta
don't know.
go. Maybe it's
And
what's
maybe
going in
we
there.
should put it in a trash bag. We don't know.
Maybe it needs to go in one.
But they said it's going to be hefty, which leads you to think what?
Trash bags?
But we're beyond that. I said
all
I
the
don't mean.
IPs, basically.
Oh.
What was that?
All the IP. The
New IPs,
Yeah.
right?
exclusive.
Yeah.
Exclusives.
Sure.
Anything else?
Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2.
The release date for the new PS5.
PS5 talk, you would think, right?
Yeah.
All right, you're
Wrong.
You're trying to lead us there.
You're not
We're
going to
not getting
get
it.
any PS5 talk in this hefty.
What?
I keep using hefty in quotation marks
Again,
for
there
those
is
listening.
20 minutes. They got to put in all their IPs. They're going to use more than just 20 minutes to talk about the PS5.
I understand this. But you could have given us a little nugget,
Something? Like a
nugget.
nibble? Like a
There's
like a
gonna
crumb?
be-
Like
They said there will be 0 PS5 talks. Nothing about IPs coming to PS5. Nothing about the hardware. Anything
Oh, cool.
release
So
date.
you're just going to talk about
So
old
it's going to be
garbage
hefty,
stuff
and
that
in
I
my
don't care
opinion,
about.
that translates to I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
No.
It really does, because the game's coming out. I already want to play. I already want to play Last of Us 2. You don't need to show me more. Just give me the
Right.
game.
Like
Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
what are you going to tell us that we don't already
I don't need to know anymore. I want to play the game. Just give me the game.
Yeah. That looks
Death
pretty-
Stranding. That's going to be the other thing they're going to talk about. I don't need to know anymore. Just give me the game.
Garbage.
So,
We'll
20
see what-
minutes. I will be very surprised if it is as hefty as they actually think it is.
So-
if by hefty they mean the length of gameplay they show you for each game that we already know is coming out and already want to play, okay, but that's
You
not what I
were-
want in hefty.
You were right, though. It is hefty. It's all garbage.
It could be.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. watch the last thing is the last frame is be like PS5. You know,
I know. Like, what? Like,
It's just going to be the logo.
Yeah.
You're going to be like,
stupid.
Mooney Girl says, hello from Disneyland.
Hello
Wow.
from Disneyland. Wow. Well, I think we should all feel really special that somebody's taking a break out of their Disneyland adventure to say hi to us. That's wow. It's pretty
they must be waiting in a 5-hour line.
it's pretty significant. Now come
That's
on.
why I don't go to
Give-
Disneyland.
Give ourselves a little more credit than that.
Nope.
Like she
Nope.
clearly is on Star Tours messaging us right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Buzz Lightyear?
She's on the teacups.
No. I will give you It's a Small World. That is something I would tune into a stream for
Okay,
somewhere
that's-
else.
yeah, that's fair.
Because it's going to be
Alright,
more
yeah,
entertaining
yeah.
than the ride I'm on.
Yeah, that's true.
No, she says only a 35-minute wait.
Oh man. For what ride?
I don't know.
It's a
For
Small
what?
World.
Yeah, I was gonna say what ride has a 35-minute wait, man? Like there's nothing at that place that only has a 35-minute wait.
What did
It better
Robert
be
take
like
us
Peter
out to?
Pan or Mr. Toad's Wild
Pirates of
Ride
the
or something.
Caribbean.
Pirates
Really?
of the
Only
Caribbean.
35 for
Yeah,
price
wow.
tag?
Good. Double ride that bad boy. Get on
Yeah.
that, get off, get back on.
It's probably one of my favorite rides.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I think it's nostalgic for a lot of people. I think it's a little overrated as a ride in and of itself. I don't
No.
think it's a very good ride,
No.
but I understand the
It
nostalgia
used
associated
to be
with
fun
it.
until they took all the...
Yeah, like I just
Now it's literally like...
There's only one of those.
Yeah.
like
and
I
it's
just-
like a...
And
Now
they
it's
took
dumb.
out the pirates chasing the women around. That's
right. Like
downhill.
I get the nostalgia behind it. It's cool, but I just think as a ride, it's kind of meh.
Nostalgia. The
Yeah, it's
Disney World
nostalgia,
one
yeah.
was it Disney World one that was way better? That had like the big drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had so the other one already had decent drops.
Yeah.
The Disney World one had way bigger
See,
drops
that's awesome,
before
yeah.
they ruined everything.
It's like
Disney.
what is it? Splash Mountain.
Oh.
they've got a cool little story thing you go
Yeah.
through, and then they have this epic drop at the end. Like, come
And
on,
also like
that makes it a fun
Jungle
ride.
Cruise.
Jungle Cruise is cool. The
Nostalgic.
only reason
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise is cool outside of nostalgia is because of the commentators.
Yeah.
The commentators are really the best because if you listen to them, they drop in a lot of really funny hidden gems and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Robert texted us. He's saying we should probably talk about the Epic stores failing.
sorry, what?
Not that they're failing, but that they have failed in one area.
Oh, see, those are vastly
Not doing
different.
great with Borderlands 3 cloud saves. It's deleting people's save data and then making them start from the beginning.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a
That's-
version
that's-
of failing, but it's not like they're failing.
Yeah, okay, they're very
Well,
different.
it's bad
They have failed in an area.
publicity. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
So now people are going, we're gonna go back to Steam.
Didn't Bethesda?
Bethesda?
Yeah, didn't they? Wasn't that happening with
Skyrim?
Skyrim,
Yep.
or no? Or it was one of those. It was something like it just came out recently. Well, not recently, but like a while ago. Was it Fallout? Was it Fallout 4?
Oh, it was Fallout.
Yeah, wasn't like people like
yeah,
people were,
5
like,
or whatever.
5 or
Yeah.
whatever it was. They were like playing through it, and they'd get like to a certain save point, and then it would just delete their entire game basically. Yeah, so that sucks.
Well, you know how we all love Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
Just moved on past
It's the
that.
thing that we talk about constantly on the show as being
It's my favorite.
our favorite.
I have
Um,
hours
Hours of
upon
gameplay.
hours.
We're just
Years
kidding. We
of
never
gameplay.
ever want to play this game until now.
I don't even like Batman, but that's cool.
As you can see behind
I don't like
us,
Batman.
they are bringing Batman to Fortnite. And I feel attacked, actually. I feel like they were
There's
like,
a-
that CMG podcast will not get on board with our damn game.
Yeah.
And we were like,
Watch
no,
me.
we will not. And they were like, how do we get them on board? How do we get them to play our game?
Specifically
Because
targeted
we
us.
need them to tell the world that our game is good, which we
we're
won't.
because we're pretty influential
Because we are the most influential video game podcast in the world.
on Saturdays.
On Saturdays at 11.
At 11:15.
Between 11 a.m. and
Yeah.
11:30.
We got that slot.
within
And-
a 10-mile radius.
Within a 10 mile, 10 mile radius, and usually when it's raining. But, and there's no other tournament going on at the time. But
it's a lot of viewers.
they needed us to play. They were like, how do we get the Dread Pirate and No Jeans to play our game and really champion for us? And damn it, they found it. At least for a limited time,
Yeah.
we will be playing Fortnite to try out Batman and Catwoman in Fortnite because I
All I'm
just
gonna
like
do-
anything that allows me to play Batman.
How much
All
of
I'm
an-
gonna do is load the game, download the pack, and then quit the game.
But that's not how it works. These are always timed events. Like with the Thanos thing, it's a game mode you get to play with these things in it. And then that's only for so long.
Oh.
You don't get to keep it forever. So that's what I'm saying, only for a limited time.
do you have like this huge like internal like
Yes.
struggle happening right now? Like you feel like you're gonna be ripped at the seams
Yeah,
because you don't know
the,
whether to hate yourself or love yourself.
My conscience right now is yelling
Is
at me,
torn.
calling many profanities and calling me a sellout. So, you quiet down,
Not wrong.
and I will
This was
try
for the
it.
Batman portion, right?
For the bat, yes. I will at least try it, actually.
Well, then let me know how it is.
Yes, because if it sucks,
he said, "That's cool, but I'm still not doing
yeah.
it."
Because if it sucks, then guess what? I'm still not playing it. So, pause.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but
Yeah.
Batman is coming to Fortnite.
It looks really
and
cool, but yeah,
It
it's Fortnite.
is. Hey, guess what?
Don't-
Today.
Ooh.
Oh, it starts today?
Yep, starts today.
When
Sounds
does
like
it
I know
end?
what we're playing after D&D
I guess
tonight.
that's probably what we're doing instead of Gears. Yay. Yippity
No.
freaking doodah.
Said
There's
Nobody
nothing
ever.
I love better than playing D&D and then following up with Fortnite.
That's the ultimate mashup right there, right? Watch, next is going to be, you cannot play D&D in Fortnite.
I have something to do tonight, guys. I actually can't come over after D&D, so I'll see you guys.
What do you mean come over? You're going to be there. You're our DM.
I can't stay there
Oh,
after
okay.
D&D. I have something else I have to do.
Speaking of Batman and the Epic Store like we were previously, gosh, that just looks
It
cool.
does look pretty sick.
Dang it, see? Why do they do this to me?
And which costume is that?
That looked like
animated?
looked like the animated kind of. It looks like their own version of like mixed between the animated and the newer.
Look like Batman.
Or the
Just
what's
stop.
the Telltale game?
If you can't tell, by the way, I am a Batman fan. I'm wearing a Joker shirt right now. I don't know if you guys can see that.
All the different Jokers on there. Sorry,
It says the Joker
audio
bunch,
listeners.
and it's has all the different Jokers.
Bunch.
It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Bunch.
Epic Store gives away free games. Apparently,
Which is an area they're
month?
succeeding in.
yeah. Let's see. I think weekly. So this is actually interesting
Wow.
because when
Wow.
you play, wow.
Wow.
When you play, when you pay for PS Plus or, Xbox Gold, you get these free games once per month. This is them going, hey, here's free games. These are going to be our free games pretty much weekly, which is crazy.
So each one of the Batman.
So here's what it is this time. For this week until September 26th. So I think theirs goes like Friday to Friday kind of a thing. If I have my math right, maybe that's Thursday to Thursday.
I don't know that.
Were you just counting on your hands, Ate?
There is no shame in counting on your fingers.
If Taliesin can do it, so can I.
Yeah, there is no shame.
You get the entire Batman Arkham collection, which is Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. Those games are worth playing in any, I did pay for those, never mind. But I would still pay money for those now. They're giving you that whole series free, as well as the Lego Batman trilogy. You get all the Lego Batman games. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm literally, just so
that's
you
pretty
know,
legit.
going to download or go to the Epic Store when I
Just
get
so
home.
you can
just
get
so
Lego.
I can
That
get
would be
those.
kind of
Yeah.
cool to see how it looks on the PC.
Also,
it's-
Lego
it-
Batman is co-op.
Did you?
if I'm not mistaken?
Did you play any of the Batmans back in the day?
Should we kick him out now or later? What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm not even a Batman fan, and I played them all, and they're amazing. What is wrong with you?
Oh, he read that completely
Yes, he
wrong.
did.
Oh, I thought that was
Oh.
you shameful. Like I did not. Oh, okay, all right. I got
Wow.
you. All right.
Just keep
Well-
digging that hole.
Yep. I'll see
Of
myself
course,
out.
there you go. That's why we were asking if we wanted to kick you out. So
I
if you-
didn't see who you were looking at, so I thought you were talking like, should we kick?
I did. I never played the
yeah.
Lego Batmans though.
Yeah, me either.
No, I didn't either.
But I would.
Anyways, if you're looking to get those games, if you've never played those, you got a PC, download them. They're freaking awesome. If you have played them and have a PC, download them. They're freaking awesome. I don't mean like any PC. Don't grab like an
Like mom's
HP, like
PC.
freaking like $600.
Compact
It should
Presario.
probably have a
2002.
compact Presario. It should probably have a dedicated graphics card.
Oh
Minimum.
man.
Yeah, so that's what you got going there. You guys all remember the band Offspring, right?
Oh yeah.
Give it to me, baby.
You skipped something.
What did I skip? I didn't skip anything.
I don't think that was part of the lyrics.
Hold, please. What did I skip?
I used to listen to Offspring all the time in
Hello,
JI.
Cake
Did
Man.
I put that in there?
Somebody put that in there.
I slipped it in when you
thought
guys
I
weren't paying.
Didn't.
Whoops.
I
Lo-
thought
I love
I
that
thought I thought that I didn't put that in there, and because I thought about it, I was like, no.
We don't have to talk about it. We can just go to the next thing.
No, we'll just do.
See, now you've left them wanting.
now
They
left
want
them
to
hanging. Now
know
they
what
wanna
you're
know.
talking about.
Should we talk about which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, it's just going in order.
I've only heard
Okay,
one.
going in order. Kind words. We aren't very familiar with that subject here, like that phrasing.
No.
We don't really use kind words
No.
when speaking to each other. So this game might
This
be
guy's a
lost on
jerk.
us. Yeah.
I knew.
By the way, have you guys been paying
I'm
attention
the
to the
nicest
chat?
of all
Yeah,
three of us
I
screaming
know.
guys.
Cake Man says, "Ought to pull off the old office turn and look at the camera," which I do a lot.
You got to do the little. You got to do the. Yeah, there you go. And Kegman said, kind words. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game.
Nope.
I hadn't heard of this game. This is an online community, basically. See that room right there? That's
Yeah.
pretty much that's the game. That's your room.
This is the game.
Okay.
But you write anything that's coming to your mind that's
Gosh.
like almost like a journal. Do you guys remember Live Journal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember
Where we going with
Melodramatic?
this?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
melodramatic, yeah. That's actually, I think, just 'cause I was reminiscing. Live journal is still a thing.
Is it
but
really?
It is?
Mhm.
What in the world?
For anybody born
In the like 50s?
like 2000 and later, you're not going to know what we're talking about. Actually, I'd say 95 and later, you probably don't know what Live Journal is, right?
Yeah.
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 Because they wouldn't come into the internet until they were probably, what, 9, 10?
Yeah.
And they
You
definitely
wouldn't
would be
be doing
blogging.
Live Journal, yeah.
Because that would put them at like 2005, and at that point, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was a place. It was like the original. You had the Zanga, the Live Journal, the
Zanga.
Melodramatic. You had these things that were the precursor to MySpace. Then
Yep.
MySpace came, and then Facebook and Twitter. You guys all know that from there. That's kind of what this is, like the old school Live Journal.
Yeah.
And you write, and then you put it out into, we'll say, the universe.
This doesn't sound.
And people read it, and they can write letters back. It's like having a pen pal almost. But the whole premise of this game,
Is your anonymous? Is that what this is?
no, well, I'm pretty sure you're using your
Yeah, whatever
whatever,
your pen
but
is or whatever, yeah.
the whole point of this game, as you can tell by the title, is kind words.
It's to make you feel good.
It's encouraging people and help building people up. And whereas this is probably not the game I'm going to be playing,
Nope.
I do like the premise. And
Yeah, for sure.
One article I was reading, 'cause I read a few articles about this. One article I was reading was the guy talking about, I've been playing this game for weeks now, and I keep waiting to go on there and be hit by some
And just
like sadistic troll
Trolled, yeah.
or
Yeah,
multiple
that's what I was
people
thinking.
writing horrible
Right,
things.
that's where I'm
but
heading.
something about this game with thousands of users,
Thousands.
It's not bad for
Yeah.
for that, you
Yeah.
know.
people are adhering
Kind
to
words,
it.
I'd say.
They're adhering to the kind of the code of conduct of what this game's supposed to be. That you write things, and then when you come back to your room, you know, when you turn the game on, you'll have in your room a pile of letters, like on your desk, a pile of letters, and that's like your pen pal letters. And you open them up and read them one at a time. You can respond back and write back. You have pen pals now, and it's supposed to be just encouraging each other.
It's really cool. I dig
It's
the premise.
really interesting. It's probably not a game for me, but
No.
this is actually a really cool premise that you just don't think you wouldn't think this is a game. What did that say?
I can't say it.
Okay, but I mean, it's still expressing your thoughts. You're like,
Yeah.
I had a crappy day,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. This person, and people are supposed to encourage you. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
kind words.
How long has
and
this been
I
out?
don't know. It's been out for a few weeks, maybe a month or so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's something where they have an algorithm that they can track people and kick them off, or but
Right.
even
there's
the
gotta be some
developers
sort
are
of
worried about
moderation.
it getting too big and becoming a draw where
Yeah.
people get on there. But thus far,
It has to have some
its-
heavy moderation on this game.
Yeah, thus far it has done its job, and people are loving the community feel because it's just
Yeah, super cool.
a video game version of LiveJournal is
Yeah.
what you could say.
That's super cool.
And of course, it probably causes violence as well, which we all know. Video games cause violence. On
Well,
to
no, this
the
causes
next-
suicide. Is what this
Yeah,
one
on to
does.
the
Oh,
next
man.
topic,
Wow.
the Offspring.
That's what you're just going to leave it on?
Yep.
That's it? Oh, man.
Go check out Kind Words.
Sounds
if you
super
need
cool.
some extra motivation.
Yeah, it
in
sounds
your
like a
life.
cool
It's
little
actually a
tool.
really cool
Yeah.
idea. Kudos to them for making it.
Yeah, I could see a lot of people who
Yeah.
could need things like this actually using it.
So
that's
this
really cool.
topic,
Offspring,
no. Well,
the band.
no.
The
Just-
Kind Words.
No. Why are people doing concerts in video games now?
Sorry,
As
what?
a draw. So what Ase, not even foreshadowed, just stated what
Yeah,
this
he
is.
just
Yeah.
went into it.
Yeah, just went into it. No segue, no nothing. Just why are people doing this?
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
What's happening? All right, so lay
So
the groundwork
go
for
ahead.
me because I don't know this.
I was going to even, but it doesn't matter anymore because I ought to just, you know what?
I
Next-
still want to
next
know the
topic.
no. I want to know the lead up. I want to
Offspring's
know the
doing
lead up.
Okay, now Offspring is doing a concert within the game World of Tanks. It will be, they actually motion captured their bodies
Okay.
and they did the songs and everything, and they're doing a live concert.
live
It's
concert.
like they performed it live, and it's going to be in there. You're going to be part of it. I don't know if you're going to be like drive up as tanks and
Yeah,
be
that's
like,
the thing.
woo, and like you do your little like,
Yeah.
and like everybody does the wave.
And there's so many tanks like way back you can't even see the people unless
Yeah.
they like make them like humongous and make it like a Goliath.
Yeah, like
It's
like
just
massive,
a way
yeah.
to draw people to the game, and it's another
Interesting.
medium. Like it's actually kind of cool because they're supposed to be like, I think no joke, 5 songs they're gonna do, which is like a mini concert, which is
So is this like
They
Kinda.
would have to keep on doing it on loop or something because.
no, it's you go to this place and you do it. It runs from
yeah, gotcha.
It runs from last Wednesday all the way through October 7th.
Huh.
It's a virtual stage, and you go in and you can see them basically perform their songs, and it's technically them.
That's interesting. That's
Did
really
somebody
cool.
do that for Fortnite?
That's what I was going to
There's
ask.
a
Like, is
few
this a
different
thing
people
that
that have
other
done
people
it,
have
yeah.
done?
But
Like,
we can say this is probably the biggest band to do it so far.
Apparently,
I
there's some
think.
sort of DJ that
Yeah.
did something in Fortnite and like
Huh.
it was like big or something. But
interesting.
They're going to do, I guess, a few of their most popular songs. Obviously, Pretty Fly for a White Guy, and The Kids Aren't All Right.
Pretty legit. That's cool.
Oh, so other people to do this. Korn
Oh, nice.
did one in Adventure Quest 3D.
whatever that is.
Yeah,
that was
so that's like a okay, which I do like Korn, but
That sounds
that's
like
an okay, whatever.
I mean,
And Marshmello, who
it's
I'm
not
guessing
the
you're talking
best,
about, is the one
but-
that did one in Fortnite.
Yeah, he's the one that has.
I would
he's
say-
a DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Marshmallow head doesn't talk.
So it's kind of cool.
Wasn't there like a mouse guy or did something like that with the DJ
Dead Mouse.
too? Dead Mouse, yeah. Or
So
like a mouse,
if
like,
you
thing.
would like to go see an Offspring mini concert, download the free World of Tanks and go watch their video game selves
Concert.
perform.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
I won't do it, but that's pretty cool.
Elasno says, I will be more than happy to upgrade my PC the same way I upgraded my television. The issue with that is you got your TV from me because it was my old TV and I don't have a desktop.
I
to
think
give
that
you.
was it. I was gonna say. I think that was a not so subtle plug.
I don't have a
of,
desktop to give you. Sorry.
If you want me to
Um,
upgrade, give me a new one.
Caveman says, thank you, Auntie, for not beating around the bush. Do that more.
No,
will try.
boo.
That's not how this works.
So the next topic is
You
all about
can shut up. But I will let you talk about this. Go ahead.
Stadia. Apparently,
Oh, so you like doing lead-ups when it's your topic, not when it's other people's topic.
I'm telling
It
you.
feels like you're giving me a lead-in.
No, apparently they're already
Sorry, go
sold
ahead.
out. Sold out.
Stadia sold out. That's what you did
That's
to my...
literally the
Moving on.
No, you moved up into... You
I
let
went
Good.
one sentence, 2 sentences into that.
It's 2 sentences too many
That's
out there.
2 sentences
Oh.
more than you gave me.
Well,
Go
apparently,
ahead.
apparently the Founders Edition is nearly sold out everywhere.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and so much so that
Wow.
they actually had to make another edition for people to buy.
Founders Edition.
No, it's
That's crazy.
like
Premiere?
a Premiere edition. Something like, yeah.
Jeez.
And
People going hard in the paint on this one, I guess, huh?
I guess
Especially
so.
for a company that says they're not sure if any of it's gonna work.
Well, they never said that.
Weren't they the ones who did the they put out the post where it was like, you know, like we're gonna do all of these things, we're not really sure if they're gonna work, but
No,
you
it was
know,
the
like,
developer saying,
Yeah.
we believe in them. Also, we don't know if it works.
Yeah.
right, okay, fine. Then yeah,
Yeah.
like it's pretty hard in the paint for something like that, but that's cool.
And
The-
originally it went for what, 190 or something like that. For the Founders Edition, you got the special, like blue Founders controller.
Mm-hmm.
I went online to see how much those were, going for.
Know what you're going for now, yeah.
People are selling them on eBay and stuff for like $600.
Oh my god.
It'll be 1,000 by the time it comes out. That's
That's
what happened with the
insane.
PS4 and the PS3 and the Xbox. Like when they get sold out, those jump. Yeah, the difference between this one is you get a white controller as opposed to the midnight blue, of the founders, because you're not technically a founder because those were sold out.
Oh, and another thing too is you don't get your special name. The founders got you can choose your own name. The new ones, you get your name plus some whatever numbers if you don't have that name taken. So like as a founder, I can go as like no genes.
But
if
now it has to be like no genes 4752. Yeah, like wow, that's crazy.
I am now not getting it on principle.
What? That's because now you have to be Dread Pirate
No, you
72645.
can still be Dread Pirate 3.
Yeah, but now there's like 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going to be my Metroid Prime 4. I am not getting this now.
Oh, people are weird, man.
I don't understand
No, I'm sure
why
if
you
you're-
don't get your own gamer tag. Like, that's freaking
You
weird.
do.
No, you get numbers. At
You
the
just
end
get
of it, too.
numbers.
Cause I'm
If they
pretty
don't show the numbers,
I'm guessing if you, well, I don't know.
No, they'll show the numbers. People will still pay for it. They clearly are. It's nuts.
And you
if
get
I do
the-
get it, I'm going to be a jerk. And every time I read somebody's name, like, I'm going to say behind you, I'm going to say, hey, Claw, 584 10 32 47, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to read the whole thing and go, he's behind you. But at that point, he's already going to be dead.
Oh, sorry. You should have come up with a quicker name. But no, it's...
That bugs the crap out of me. Anyways, they're sold out because snake oil sells.
basically what it is. It's nuts.
And by the way, we could be very wrong on this, and it could be
That's-
amazing and play 8K games. Like I
That'll
said,
be
it's
the
gonna
funny
be,
part is we'll
Yeah.
be on the
and all
wrong
this
side of
stuff,
history on this
and
one.
we could be on the wrong side of history, but
Yeah, that'll be the funny
we
part.
are highly
Skeptical.
skeptical. You guys want to do nitty gritty?
Sure.
Nitty gritty.
That's insane.
Last knows. Oh, this is going back to the Offspring thing. Last one wants to know: seriously, can't someone just watch whomever they wish in concert on YouTube without having to download a game? It's not the same.
The only
The
saving,
YouTube's way better.
the only saving grace is they're doing it on free games.
They're doing it on free games, and it's just kind of fun. You get to see a
Yeah,
video
it's a-
game version of
It's
a
a
band you
it's
like.
a fun gimmicky type thing that people enjoy.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
yeah.
mad at
Or
it.
just go
and they're
to-
not charging me for it.
We'll let the nerds play their D&D, and we'll let the
And it's probably way more legal
yeah
than the concerts recorded on YouTube.
let them
That's somebody's handy cam
let them
recording that illegally,
Let them have a good time with it.
and you are condoning it by watching it. So I just hit that guilt trip right there.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Um,
Dropped that, didn't you?
just giving you crap. I watch them too
You're the one recording.
because I got
He's the one
sticking
actually
to the
puts it up.
maniosis.
Yeah, he's the one
Yep.
putting them up.
Nitty Gritty is where we break down a topic a little more than we probably should.
Or every topic.
No,
pretty
Or
much.
every
Well, we
topic.
don't break it down enough.
That's probably true. We probably don't break it down enough, but we take one topic and really dive down into the philosophical
Yeah.
level of this,
I already
To
know
be
this is going to be awful.
or not to be.
Physical.
That is not what we're going to be talking about, but really break down a topic that is usually controversial. Usually, right? Most of them kind
Like
of
this
are. Yeah, like SeaWorld. How do you treat dolphins?
You murder them
Better
like the Patriots
than the
do.
Patriots do.
Ah! Sorry,
That was a
Dolphins
meme we stole.
fans. Yeah.
Don't worry. The French court, they have courts in France. Did you know that?
I thought they just
With
had baguettes.
Just
judges.
guillotines. Ah. Sorry,
I don't even
bourgeoisie.
know what to do now.
Sorry, bourgeoisie.
Who kept calling it? Didn't Drew, the teacher, kept calling it guillotine? And I was like,
I think it might have been.
it was
yeah,
Drew.
they-
He kept saying guillotine.
yeah, when they had
and I
the,
was
when they had
like,
the guillotines, it's a
Drew,
guillotine.
you know it's called a guillotine, right? And he was like, yeah,
yeah, that's what I said.
guillotine. I'm like, you said guillotine twice.
Well, he also once said he's got the feats.
He's
So
got the feats.
He's got the feats. We were talking about Cam Newton, and he was like, "Yeah, he can throw pretty well, and he's good with his. He's got the feats, you know." And, and he couldn't get the words out the way he wanted to, so he's just got the feats.
Anyways, in these courts in France, they actually rule on minor or major issues that are
Like you do.
affecting the people of said France,
The populace.
the populace, if you
Yes.
will. Yes.
Court does.
Yes, they. or the judge, and I don't know if they have juries out there. That might be more of an American thing. You have to tell us, Claw. I don't. Do
Well-
we only have fair and due process? I don't know. So
Ah!
I just know we wrote a declaration and then a
That's
constitution after that we came up with these things.
Yeah,
So
almost-
I don't know if anybody else
It's a
has that.
200-year-old joke right there.
Let alone, the French did help us out in the
well,
Revolutionary War.
it's
Doesn't mean they wrote a fair and just constitution.
We don't have a bunch of Lafayette streets everywhere, but
poor Lafayette. Poor Lafayette just lost to history.
Dad, what's a street name mean? I don't know. son.
Anyways, where they decide things, whether with or without due process, because we don't know. We don't live there.
The only damn reason we won that war. Claw's like, French.
They did do one thing right.
Help us.
This
gain
is not me
independence.
saying I don't know if they did other things or if they did other things right.
They made croissants.
They made croissant.
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 My favorite thing.
The word or
The bread.
the bread? Gotcha.
Favorite bread.
Yeah, they are pretty bomb actually.
Especially when it's nice and buttery.
Yeah, that's valid. This is a terrible Nitty Gritty. So
I can't even get on track.
Claw's like just shaking his head.
You ignorant Americans.
So the British guy is saying that in a French accent.
Yep.
Okay.
He's now taking sides with France. He is now
Claws over
he
here.
is now French.
He's a defector.
They ruled that Steam's, because apparently Steam bans, not just them, but many people, in fact, all digital sales providers, like digital content, Steam has a ban on you reselling a digital game.
Oh, that's so
If
weird. Why would
I
they
buy a game, FIFA 20, whatever, right? I download that, it's mine.
Yep.
I have the license, it's mine. I cannot sell it to you.
Mhm.
These are the way all digital games work.
And you
Everywhere.
And you sign that when you download Steam and agree to
Yes.
the EULA.
We have all disagreed with this for years.
Yeah.
The French came out, and they might be helping us once again. Once again, they
The
might
French
be
are the real
championing for
MVP.
America
the real MVP
and helping us win the war against digital sales,
Terrorism.
digital
Oh.
terrorism. Yes,
Very close. In the same ballpark, though.
They have said
Digital terrorist.
it is illegal to ban. It is against European law. You have to let people sell their digital games just like they could physical copies. Yep. Good job, France.
Because how many times have you bought a digital game and like, that's not really my thing, but now you're down $60.
Yeah, you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
We have been against the real first reason.
What's
we
wrong,
were-
Michael?
Nothing. I'm thinking of devil's advocate stuff in my head, and I don't know if
No,
I can
yeah.
ever really come up with
Yeah.
anything. So.
The reason we didn't make the switch to digital games in any platform,
Oh, we get digital things.
no, originally,
Mm-hmm.
was because this pissed us off.
Yeah.
This, along with the fact that if you download a game on the PS3, the Xbox 360, when these things were becoming, big, the second they switch formats or stop using that, if they no longer have that game in their store, you no longer have that game
Yeah,
in your
it's-
library.
It's gone, right?
Yeah.
They take your money and the license with them.
Much like Game Pass. or
Plus, it was
whatever
like
they-
you couldn't
Yeah.
get like other people like couldn't get access to your game. Like if like, hey, Matt, go ahead and play this game.
Yeah.
Like you had to like lie
Log
and
in.
log in as my account and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I couldn't just
Which
give
we don't
you-
do.
Yeah,
We don't condone
Yeah.
finding ways around
Stupid
sharing digital
laws.
games.
Yeah. It's my
because
game.
That would not be right.
Yeah,
But we totally do.
yeah,
we
that's
don't.
yeah, and it was dumb. Like you couldn't let your friends play and
Keep
was-
talking.
It was the worst
Michael.
thing. Like you couldn't share it with anybody else. And I know like nowadays Cameron and I bought God of War. Like we ended up splitting it. So because he was like I kind of want to play it too, and then we ended up splitting it and stuff like that. But he still has to log into my account in order to play it. So
Got it.
it's garbage. It's my goddamn game. I paid for it.
There's definitely a workaround for that, and I'll show it to you later.
Yeah, I know there is,
Um,
but I haven't done it yet.
Anyway, so I have been against this for a long time. I do hate the fact that if they stop supporting that game, you lose the license. I get it for things like Game Pass. That I get. You're paying for access to all these games. It's their library. It's like me having a library card and going in and renting it.
No.
Whereas physically, or
playing devil's
virtually
advocate, how do you guys feel about the concept of selling, because these games do have different ratings on them, like selling games to kids who can't buy that type of game because of the ratings on them and stuff?
Playing devil's advocate.
Well, in the matter of
what I'm saying,
we're talking about.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that so I buy a digital copy, right, and then let's say my next door neighbor wants to play Gears of War.
Selling to
yes,
somebody
us selling
else.
to somebody else. Like, how do you feel about that concept?
Well,
like,
I mean,
maybe this is an attempt. I think it's garbage, FYI. I'm just clarifying with that, but maybe it's an attempt to regulate that.
No, it's not.
Well, here's the thing.
I know what it is. Yes, I know what it is, but
that's on the parents.
In Steam, whenever you go to any mature page for a store, in a store, you have to verify that you are of age.
Right.
So you'd have to basically do it the same way when you're selling it to somebody else, like your next door neighbor. They would have to verify, and that puts it on them.
But they don't have that set up as of right now, right?
Well, they also don't have.
They have it set up so if I were to sell it to.
Well, they don't have a sell
That's
feature.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
so they would have to put that in.
Yeah, I got you.
But just buying a game in the first place has that feature.
Yes.
So in order for you to transfer, there's going to have to be.
You would just have to add that feature. So I don't know. Maybe do the easy fix and do that one instead of banning the whole process. So.
But and that's not even the reason they're doing it. It's not even close. The reason is that they just want you to buy every game and they want the sales.
They feel like they found a loophole around it.
It's kind of like the GameStop approach.
Yes.
We'll buy your game.
Right.
And then sell it for a lot. Well, actually,
no, it's not even close.
Yeah.
At least GameStop can go get my physical copy.
Yeah, or I at least get like 30 cents back.
You can't resell your game.
Yeah, it's
and
stupid.
I'm sorry, you can just tell me, well, you just bought you just bought the license to have access to that. That's bull.
Yeah.
I paid $60 for this game. It is mine.
I understand
just
the
like
concept.
if I paid $60 for that game and it's physical,
There's
mine.
no way for you to stop me from giving the physical copy to my friend and taking $60 from them.
I should be able to sell my digital copy, whatever, for $0.00 to somebody else.
Yes.
If I want to.
Yep.
We call that just giving away, but.
Well, I know. I'm just stating.
He's saying F the man.
F the man.
Oh, yeah, it's garbage.
You don't get more money. If I didn't like the game and I want to give it to this person, I should be able to give it to them.
Yes. And I should be able to keep the digital copy of it forever. Like you said, if it goes off the market or something like that, or you take it off of your store or something like that, I don't know. Find a way to make sure that I get to maintain that copy. I paid for the darn thing. I want it.
I believe there are ways of doing that, but
if you download the whole game, but the issue is if you undownload it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do that regularly because I don't have enough room.
Oh yeah, you won't get it back.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like I paid for the darn thing. It's mine.
It's kind of like the PT demo.
Yeah.
On PlayStation.
Good on you, France.
Now I'm hoping this trickles to other countries, because they're saying that in Europe you can't do that, or is they saying in France?
It's saying so.
It's against European law.
France has said it's against European law, so they are now saying within French borders, you cannot do this.
Now that should trickle to the other European Union.
No, what this means is we all get VPNs and change our address to France.
That's exactly it.
This episode is brought to you by NordVPN.
Wow, finding a way around the system.
Their population just tripled. It's amazing. Those French, they're just like bunny rabbits.
Man, French coming through again. Oof.
How
does that make you feel, England?
Like you said, hopefully this trickles down to the rest of the world, so I don't have to do that, because there's a workaround for everything. Let me tell you guys, it's amazing.
Oh man,
what do you guys think about it?
We grew up with LimeWire, so we know how to do this stuff.
LimeWire, Kazaa, freaking.
See, I always call it Kazaa.
Kazaa, yeah, that was what we always call it.
What else?
I don't know.
I mean, there's the
Napster
news groups. Napster, Napster.
Bring that back. Yeah, no, I still don't understand the whole concept behind why that was even a thing in the first place, or even how it got passed. Like, what was the rationale behind it that they were able to give to make this stick? Like, how, when it first came about, did people not just stand up and say, I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense. I'm buying a digital copy.
I'm guessing there was some sort of class action lawsuit of enough people.
You pay for convenience.
Well,
Seems like a really everybody was like, oh, that sounds good. Like,
And there's nothing you can do because you sign an agreement if you want for that game. You have to.
oh, totally, yes.
So was it a class action lawsuit where enough people got upset that they basically brought it to the courts?
That's what I'm guessing.
I mean, like in the very beginning, like when digital copies started, how did that get drafted up as we still own the rights to this and you're not allowed to sell it anymore? Like, how did that pass? Like, that's what that's what I
the
don't
way a lot of
understand.
EULAs work. Nobody ever reads them.
Exactly, yes. So, stupid. It's annoying.
The ruling was delivered by the High Court of Paris.
The High Court of
High
Paris?
Court.
Oh, I love
In
it.
parentheses.
I love it.
The Tribunal de Grande Instance de Paris. That is what they are called.
Yep.
They are
High
called.
Court of the Institute of Paris. The Paris
This
Institute.
is what the High Court of Paris is called. I like that they tell us High Court of Paris because,
Good on you guys.
yeah.
That's that's insane.
Yeah, it looks like it was a group,
Well, good for them
lawsuit.
because that's stupid.
Yeah, that's the only way that would actually go and be started in
Apparently
a court.
They put it under the foundation of anti-consumers' rights,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah. That sounds pretty much like
apparently
hitting the
was
nail on the
filed
head.
4 years ago.
Oh my God.
So
Takes a long time to get to the High Court.
Apparently. Jesus Christ. How many freaking flights of stairs is that? That's ridiculous. Stupid. See myself out.
That's the best joke you told all day. That was good.
I'll be here for the next 20 minutes.
Not much more to talk about besides, we agree.
Yes.
You done
was-
good.
You
You done good.
You
France.
done good, Aaron.
Hey, Ron. What do you guys think? America's pretty stubborn.
no, they'll come around.
I don't know. Right now, they're trying to ban video games in general. You think they want us to spread it more by selling them? Video games cause violence, remember?
I mean, they
that'll-
do have
kill
some,
people,
they
us
do have
gamers.
some pretty sound data on that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
If that
So,
test taught us anything.
They're like, whoa, don't let it spread.
Yeah,
We gotta
yeah.
restrict this now. This
Yeah, no. If that test taught us anything, it's pretty Loctite,
we're gonna be.
airtight.
It's just interesting. It's a cool topic. I don't think there's much more to go on.
No,
that.
but it's a refreshing change.
Well,
It's a
And that's-
refreshing change. It's a win for the gamers, at least in France.
Yes, that's
Everybody
the crazy part
change
about
your
those
VPN.
topics is you feel like there shouldn't be a whole bunch of them. It's because there's really not. If I it's that simplistic. If I buy something, it is now mine, and I will do whatever the hell I want with it. You know, I don't understand how things become so convoluted like this. It's crazy.
Yeah.
A. Rodriguez says games don't kill people, gamers kill gamers. That's true. I played a
That's-
lot of COD, a lot of Halo, and I'm killing the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
That's
How many gamer deaths are there in a year? Do you think?
Oh,
I die at least.
John Wick looks like a punk compared to me. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was like, I die at least 100 times a day in video games. You know.
I wonder
Did
if
he
you could
go
actually
to-
tabulate how many deaths there are virtually.
Oh my
Of all
god!
time.
Oh my gee! Just compile everybody's
every
deaths in their
game.
video games. Like,
If you took the corpses of all the people I've killed, you could wrap them around the world 200 times.
You can go to the moon and back.
Go to the moon and back 4 times.
what is that Diablo doing there in the background? What is that?
I don't know. What is that?
That's the virtual and virtual games and virtual games.
What is that, Mephisto?
I never
Showing,
looked
like-
back there. I didn't see what was behind us.
Got you now. Yeah, it's Mephisto.
50% extra,
Diablo.
apparently, you can get.
They need to come out with a new Diablo game already. That's killing me, man. Where's that Diablo 4? No, instead they gave us that janky ass mobile Diablo.
No, but everybody wants that.
You don't seem bitter at all.
That was super awesome. It was the
Hey, let's get into the
worst.
Claw. This is the Claw, CLA, which stands for Chat Lobby Asks.
How has nobody?
This is where you can. Okay?
I was,
What do you go ahead? No.
Did you? Was it? When was the last time? Didn't you guys have the where it was replaced with the claw drinks? Didn't you guys have a?
I don't think we've done the White Claw one
No,
yet.
we haven't
way
done that
to
one
way to ruin that.
Oh, I thought I saw it. I thought you guys had it up at one point during one of our podcasts. I
Maybe
thought
we did.
the background was with the actual claw being claw drinks. Like
Did we? Was that the last time Robert was here?
I thought. Yeah, I thought it was like either the last time or the time before that. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'm probably
Hey,
wrong.
this is where we turn the show over to you.
You try and do it.
You, our friends, can do this.
Sometimes
We'll
it
talk
goes-
about whatever you want to talk about. Anything revolving
see,
around video games and stuff of that nature. We'll give you 30 seconds or so, and this can be a 30-second conversation, or it can be a half-hour-long conversation. We've had both. Ate is shaking his head no, because we want to go play.
I
We
want
got
to-
D&D to do. Did you guys see Robert throwing shade at me yesterday in the CMG chat about
For
claws? That little dirty rat.
Oh, yeah, for
jacked
drinking
up,
them
man.
White Claws.
How you gonna go? Drop shade like that when you're drinking freaking ciders?
Yeah.
You're lucky he's got that allergic reaction to it, punk.
Is that really lucky though?
Yeah, because otherwise I'd be dropping him in a heartbeat on that one. I'd be like, "Don't you make fun of me with the claws thing, Mr. Cider Boy."
A. Rodriguez wants to know, did you play WoW Classic?
That's
the
more
royal
you.
No, sadly, no. Not for lack of wanting to, but
He didn't want to.
getting into a whole different subject here. I've had too many woodworking orders that I'm trying to get done, and SCA stuff I'm trying to. It's just too much stuff right now. I haven't gotten a chance. I've barely gotten a chance to play Gears with them, so I'm not. Yeah.
He doesn't care about you.
No, not for lack of trying. I've wanted to, but I haven't gotten into it yet.
WoW Classic.
And I probably will
is
never.
Cameron, however, on the other hand, thinks it's garbage, and he's super pissed off, and he doesn't
Well, it's
wanna
the
play it.
classic.
Why
WoW,
is it
right?
isn't it the same
thing?
thing?
Because he got no. WoW Classic is vastly different than the current WoW now. So
That's what I'm saying.
No. Then the original isn't it the same thing as the
well, that's the
original
problem.
thing?
Yes, it's the same thing, but that's the problem because new WoW has spoiled you horrifically. New WoW doesn't have things like.
What did he think he was getting into?
Well, that's why he's saying it's garbage because he doesn't want to go back.
When I play the remastered Spyro, you know what I think I'm playing? A remastered Spyro.
A little bit different.
The same Spyro with
bit
better graphics. In the new Spyro, I might be able to do crazier attacks and better
Nowadays-
things, but
So, for example, in the weapons back then, he was telling me that with the weapons back then, you could upgrade your weapons as you went along, but then you could be spending all of that time upgrading your weapons, and then all of a sudden just find a new weapon that was level 1 that was better than it.
Okay.
And then you'd have to spend all that time upgrading the weapons again.
But
and he said that was fine back then because that was just what you had. He said nowadays he doesn't want to go back to doing that. I'm personally of the mindset
you
like,
knew what you
Yeah,
were
right.
getting into.
Right,
if
right,
you
right.
played it back then,
yeah.
you were going
I'm-
into this for nostalgia.
Yes, exactly.
Not for it to be a better game than what you have now, because the game's supposed to evolve into a better thing.
It's so we can go back and do the 40-man raids, man. Like, that cool stuff doesn't happen anymore, you know? Like, it's so we can go back and play all of the hard stuff that we played before and, you know, enjoy all of that heartbreaking loss. Not that I played it personally, but...
yeah.
The last one's a little upset with you right now.
You totally disregarded my absolutely perfect Les Miserables
Ooh.
reference. Dot,
I saw him
dot,
do it, too.
Dot, whatever.
I saw him do it, too. He just
Dot,
scrolled
dot,
on by
dot.
it. He said,
You're right.
Yeah,
So-
he just said,
Jean
nope,
Valjean.
nope.
What was that? What'd you say, Ate?
Who am I? 24601.
Oh, yeah, who am I? 24601.
What?
Jean Valjean. Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
To be honest, I was just trying to get through this. But
Okay.
They're
I'm
excited about
sorry.
the TPK today.
I'm sorry.
They're super excited.
How dare you?
What?
Anyways, what were we talking about? There was something we were talking about. Oh yeah, WoW Classic.
Yeah.
Yes.
WoW
yes,
Classic.
Yes.
What did he think he was getting? I don't understand.
It's not that he didn't know what he was getting into. It's just that he didn't want to.
Then why did he buy it?
He didn't buy it.
Oh, it's free?
WoW Classic is free. Yeah.
Then why is he complaining?
Yeah. Because it's Cameron.
Just don't play it then.
Yeah, he's not doing it, so he's not playing it.
Okay.
But yeah, he was like, I was talking to him at one point. I was like, "Are we gonna go back and play WoW Classic?" And he was like, "No." He was like, "I refuse." And I was like, "All right, well, sounds good, because I'm gonna go back and play it at some point because I actually never got a chance to play the WoW Classic." So, and to me, they actually sound like pretty vastly different games. So I'm gonna go have a good time with it if I ever get a chance to.
The last note said someone is uncultured, and I'm almost positive she's not talking about me, No Jeans, or Kratos. So it's probably you. Have you seen my beach ball? Have you played WoW Classic, A. Rodriguez?
Oh, I'm sure he has. He's probably put 700 hours into it by now or something like that. Because He loves that stuff.
Cool.
No, he probably hasn't, but he probably has played it. He probably hasn't put that much time into it.
Other than that, anything else you guys want to talk about? We'll open it up for another 30 seconds, and then we will move on. Oh, he says he has played it. He said, of course.
Yeah, I figured he'd played it. I was just joking.
Do you
about
like
the
it?
700.
Are you mad that it is everything it was before? Are you mad that no alterations were made, and it is not exactly like the game you're playing now, just with the word classic after it?
Yes.
He says, I am only on level 22 right now.
Only
Casual playing.
Yeah.
That's fine. But
WoW
you like
Classic
it.
back in the day was no joke, guys. That was a rough game back then.
I
So
only played it a little bit at.
That's like being mad if we went back and played Destiny 1 and
or-
it'd be
or
exactly
we-
the same as it was when we played Destiny 1.
it's
That's
clo-
not
it's
too
clo-
big of a crazy.
Yeah,
jump,
right.
though.
The closer equivalent is like going back and playing like Super Mario and wondering why the damn game is so freaking hard because you don't
Why
have save
can't
points.
I
Yeah.
fly? Where's
Right,
my
like-
where's my
yeah,
raccoon
like,
suit?
That's closer
What
to
the
it.
heck?
Yeah, that's
where's my spinning hat that I could change into things?
right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's more of an equivalent to it. So, but you know
He
what?
did say alterations were made not completely classic.
Yeah, they probably changed the resolution or something.
I was gonna say, I'm sure they made a few. Like, I'm sure they made a few changes,
Instead
but
of being a squares, a rectangle.
probably some minor upgrades along the way.
It softened those polygons out a little
Some of
bit.
us
They
screwed
just
around that edge a little
took
bit.
a buffer here or there, a little sanding paper there.
Yeah, I'm sure some alterations were made, but it's the mechanics, Andrew.
He says, but it's night and day different from the current one. Well,
Of
yes,
course it is.
obviously.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's 15 years in
We
the
just
past.
don't understand complaining about the mechanics that were already mechanics back in the day that
Yeah.
you loved.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what
you
that's
loved
what
those
we're
back
talking
in the
about.
day. Yeah, you loved the challenge.
Oh, I can see that as a failing. It doesn't support dialogue.
Oh, son of a! Now I'm not.
It doesn't
playing.
support
This is
dialogue.
stupid.
No.
Oh,
How am I supposed to
man.
feel like I'm playing the original game if my mom picking up the phone doesn't kick me off? That's stupid. I didn't ask for those alterations.
Man, Mom, meatloaf,
Meatloaf now, Mom.
Mom.
You are totally peeking.
I know. He says, "I
Sorry.
love the challenge."
Yes, that was why. It was
How
brutal
quickly-
back in the day, and that's
how
why you go
quickly can you
back and
raid?
you play it. You go back and play it for the challenge, for the brutalness of it,
Yeah.
for the my god, the heartbreaking, wrenching terror of the game. Yeah,
Oh well.
it was
Well.
it was awesome.
That's more than I thought
Oh,
I
there's
would
no
ever.
there's no server crashes either, so that's
Oh,
another.
no disconnects, no server crashes. So I can understand why Cameron would be mad then, actually. So
It's not authentic.
it's not authentic. It's not actually
authentic.
WoW Classic.
Yeah, no, it's WoW Classic asterisk.
Asterisk, yeah.
Womp
You may
womp.
asterisk. You may experience flawless gameplay throughout.
This game playing anymore.
Not playing this.
They add a patch and make it buggy.
Add stuff to make it
You gotta
buggier.
download a mod.
So every 30 seconds or
Yeah.
so, it's
Oh,
dang it.
Your mom's picked up the phone. Son of a. A Rodriguez does want to know where's my VHS tape. By the way, we are working on it.
Yeah, it's
Do you know how hard it is to find somebody that makes VHS tapes now?
Well, I thought it was on. It's traveling there via wagon, right?
Yes.
Pony
Yeah.
Express.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pony Express. So you'll get it
We
in,
threw in a free laser disc with it.
from Lancaster. I'd say you'll get it in what 6 to 8 months.
Years.
Years? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go with years. Yeah.
I mean, if the pony dies, they have to get a new horse.
Yeah.
Heaven
I mean,
forbid
they're
that-
going across the Oregon Trail.
Heaven
This
forbid
is-
that axle breaks too.
Yeah,
and,
I
you know,
mean,
like
and they got to
now
force
you
the
gotta,
river.
Now you got to
and-
eat one of your oxens.
Yeah.
And, you know, like God, man.
Then Larry gets dysentery. Then
Oh, dysentery. It's over.
And little Emily gets bitten by a snake. So it's gonna
the
be
worst.
it's gonna be a while before it gets to you.
And then that snowstorm comes through, and yeah, it's over.
Indians took out
get
your
stuck
caravan.
on
is
Donner's
what he said.
Pass.
She's stuck on
Donner's-
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about that terrifying time that we almost got stuck up there?
You went to Donner's?
Yeah, you can still go through it. Yeah, it's on the way up to Tahoe.
Oh.
Yeah. So
We
we
just
were
have cars now, and it's a better road. So
right.
you're not-
It's an actual road now, and you can just go through it. So, but yeah, Jill and I were going up there for I think it was just like a little getaway weekend or something like that before the kids were born, and it might have been actually right before Ella was born. And we were going up, and it was snowing like crazy while we were going up there, and we were in Jill's little Honda Fit, you know, and so we got to the peak of it and started to come down, and it was like the whole way down. I was like, oh man, this is how it ends, And it had to have been like 12:30, 1 o'clock at night or something like that.
Why?
Because we left after she got out of work, and it's like a 4 or 5 hour drive.
There was no sign saying.
No,
Hey,
like there was nothing there.
chains.
So like, yeah, we checked the weather and it was like, it might be cold and lightly snowing and stuff like that, but like nothing for like chains or anything, And so
as you guys are going down, you're like,
oh man,
Jill
wow,
pulls out a
we're
carving knife. Well,
yeah, we're slipping and sliding all over the place, dude. I was like, oh no. First of all,
Pulled out ketchup.
I
you meant
understand
this.
I understand that there's 2 of you and only 1 of me, but yeah, it was pretty terrifying. And we got down to the bottom, luckily, and we were fine. But yeah, it was pretty scary.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Wait, what? Damn.
He's still bitter, but you almost killing him on a golf course.
That's fair. Yeah. It just throbbed.
We're gonna tell you guys a story real fast. Okay. Very
Still
much
got a
like the
scar
story
right
that
there.
happened with
The
them.
scar is still right there.
You're such a baby.
We were on a golf course, and at one portion of it on the back 9, this is between like hole like
This was 16.
16 and it's like
15,
15,
16.
16, somewhere around there. You go down this windy path, and it's like yeah, super windy and pretty steep, and there's a sign. A physical sign. The issue with this sign, okay, I'll tell you what the sign says.
Don't believe anything it says.
The sign says watch downhill speed, and there's a picture of a cart tipping over. Like, there's a sign. The issue with that sign, it is inherently assuming that the person driving the cart can read.
Yes.
Because
I like how this is going actually, because now it's not my fault. Like I just
there's also
I
a
just
picture.
couldn't read.
There's also a picture, but
Maybe it was encouraging me to go there. I don't know.
who taught you hexagon?
Maybe say, hey, this is a fun way to go.
So Michael just decides to go freaking pedal to the metal, and
I ain't go pedal the metal. I just
they
went
come
faster
around
than
a
I
corner,
should've.
and when they come around the corner, the cart just keeps going, and literally they're about to tumble down this pretty steep
This is
big
it.
hill.
And then I
Like,
have
This
to-
is the
I-
end.
I'm not kidding
This
you.
is
This is
how
a
we go.
big
Yeah,
hill.
no, it
They're
would've
about
been-
to go down.
There's like
and-
cactus and stuff down there
oh
too.
yeah, there was
Yeah,
cactus
it
down the
Yeah.
hill.
So I grabbed the top of the cart, put my
Thinking he's
leg.
gonna die.
No,
Yeah.
put my leg on the ground
Just
and
so you
push
know,
us back up.
the cart is at like
Yeah,
It's like a 45.
yeah,
45
it's
degree
pretty good
angle
over,
already.
yeah.
It's already falling over, and Ati puts his foot out. When he puts his foot down to try to push it back up, the cart then slams against his hand, rips his fingernail off,
Yeah.
and he's still able to like push it back the other direction. And goes,
And I don't know if
and
my
like
hands.
Michael slams on the brakes. And he's like laughing, and Ate's just pissed.
I would
Ate's
just like clarification in here. I would have been perfectly fine. I
Yeah.
would have just jumped out the side and you would have kept going. So
Tumbling down
Yeah,
cactus
I
and
would have been
cart.
good. I would have been good. I would looking out for number 1.
I didn't know my nail was gone until I looked at it.
Yeah, he
I'm
looked down, and it's just bleeding.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Ate's pissed off. He's just staring at him.
So mad.
And Michael's like, we're all like, don't say anything. This is bad. How's this going to handle? Is Ate going to pull out a knife and just stab him to death and throw him, Spartan kick him off the hill? We don't know what's going to happen. Ate's just giving him death glare. And he's like, oh, you're
man.
fine. And Ate's like, shows him the hand. And, he's like, and so Michael takes him to the clubhouse, and they just drive away, and you just see Michael like this, just like hunched and kind of like, don't look at me. And Ate's just
I'm
staring
using
at
I'm using
him,
the
staring
golf
forward.
towel to stop the
Golf towel,
blood.
he's pissed off, and they get out of eye shot, and we all just burst out laughing. Like, what? We're all dying. They come back. It's like nothing had changed. Like they just went on a lap, come back. Because Ate's still staring straight ahead, pissed off as can be. This mother, and he's just so angry. And Michael
True
comes
story.
back. He's not saying a dang word. He
Nope.
just
True
they
story.
get out of the cart and we go on. Then we start giving Michael crap, like, dude, there was a sign, blah blah blah.
Oh,
Alas,
these are the good
no.
old days.
Just put up a very angry face on there. How long ago was this?
Ow.
This was
6 years ago, maybe.
Was this was before Morgan was born?
Was this the
Oh,
one where we
yeah.
all went to and the Calamesa or whatever?
No. This was over in.
No.
This was up in
Glendale.
Glendale.
Oh, that's right.
Arroyo Seco. No, not Arroyo Seco.
Yeah, that was like a long time ago.
Yeah, Arroyo Seco's in Pasadena. It was something like that. But yeah, it was a long. Yeah, it was, gosh, was it before Ella was born?
Red, Alex.
Andrew.
Sorry. He said, "What blood spatter design did you choose, Michael? Did you choose for Michael Latte?"
A golf cart.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyways, I
In
think
retrospect,
that's the
I-
show,
I-
everyone.
I should have flicked him with some of the
You
blood.
should have.
Oh, I don't want your HIV, man. Come on.
Joke on you.
as
It's
long as
AIDS.
not full blonesies. So.
Not full blondies.
Yeah, as long as it's not full blonesies.
I think it's the show, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you were tuning in live, thank you all. It's a lot of fun. You can follow us on any social media. If it's Twitter, it's Casual Misfits. Sorry. If it's Twitter, it's CMG_Gamecast. Anywhere else is Casual Misfits Gaming. You can catch the audio version of this on Monday, provided Ate has time.
It's gonna be tough.
It might be Tuesday. We'll see.
No, I'll probably be able to get to it tomorrow, but I'm also doing another D&D game as well. So I'll be doing editing and playing D&D at the same time.
Oh,
and
nothing
watching
can go
football
wrong.
with us tomorrow.
Watching football with you guys. Why?
You're
Well, I'm
staying
assuming you're spending the night, right?
In the morning, you're probably watch
Football
football
starts
with
in the
us.
morning. You're going head to head with Jillian.
Oh yeah, you got to sit there and talk trash.
I don't even know who's playing tomorrow.
All the teams. I'll
Oh.
tell you. All the teams are playing, but minus 2. 4, really, I guess. I know.
Can I have Alvin Kamara? You're not using him.
Actually, he's gonna use him to kick your butt.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm not playing him tomorrow.
Anyways, you can catch the audio on SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, everywhere you can find it, honestly. And I think that's it. I'm Matt Rojas, aka the Dread Pirate.
We do,
With me.
we do have a Discord too.
Oh, we got a Discord,
Put it in the chat.
and that is in the
It's in the chat.
chat.
And we're trying to do game nights more.
We're trying to do game nights more consistently. We've done 2
In a row.
in a row. That's a record for us.
With Gears being out, it hopefully should be a little more regularly.
Oh, Gears 5, right? Gears 5? Yeah.
Gears of War 5. Yes.
Gears 5?
Good.
Gears of War.
You
Screw them. I'm boycotting.
know what's really funny is I was against it too, and I thought maybe it was just me, but now I know you're both against it, so now I'm just going
it's
to
Gears.
flip to
It's-
the other side just to
it's-
call it Gears 5 to
Oh,
be
you're
great.
such a dirty rat.
It's a wishy-washy.
I'm just
Flipper-floppy.
gonna I'm getting the enjoyment I get out of watching you guys'
Freaking
faces
fence sitter.
outweighs my frustration with the name change
Or honor.
or honor. You can probably catch us on Tuesday playing Gears 5, everyone.
Probably.
Anyways, A. Rodriguez says, thanks for the laugh, guys. See you soon. Turkey Bowl.
Turkey Bowl. I'm excited.
I'm excited. That's 2 months away.
Better be doing that baseball at the end too afterwards.
Yeah.
That'd be fun too.
And the last note says, bye.
Bye.
We will see you all later. Oh, I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me, we had
Michael Walquist, aka Siri Knight.
Siri Knight.
And I'm Otto Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
I noticed your Siri Knight with me is getting the Knight's getting older and older. Like every time I say it, the inflection's a little older.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
like Siri Knight. Back in my day, we fought the Crusades with honor. Anyways, we'll see you guys next
There was
week.
little honor in those crusades. Have a good
Bye-bye.
time. Bye, guys.